Hi everybody, we're going to start in about 2 minutes. So just, I see that you all keep yourself silent, so that's great news. Wonderful, wonderful. Keep yourself silent so you don't bother each other. We're going to do a few things tonight, so join you in 2 minutes. I keep it open so Debbie can practice the camera and the sound, and I will practice my coffee. Ooh, you can talk now.
No, they're all muted.
They're all muted already? Sorry, you can't talk now. Yofi. Well, we are in the Zoom season. That's what's happening lately nowadays. כתבתי לזאת באיטליה לראות שהיא בסדר. כן, זה צריך להיות למטה, האור צריך להיות, כן, יותר למטה, שזה יהיה יותר טוב ככה. בסדר? אחר כך אם תוכלי להגיד להם, לנסות לראות אם יש ערבית בחוץ או משהו כזה, בסדר?
בוא נתחיל.
You want to start?
Yes.
All right. Debbie asked me to start, so I guess we're going to start 1 minute before the time. That's what we're going to do. And welcome, welcome, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. I want you to know what we want to cover for tonight, this evening. Is the beginning of the new moon of Aries. It's also a gate of sustenance that's been open for the whole year. So all the money, all the nourishment of the money for the whole year depends on this evening. So I make a dish for you. It's going to be a little bit funny because I never bring dish kind of feeding you. I will tell you what the ingredient in a second. And I'm supposed to put some olive oil into it and some cumin and eat it in front of you. So it's kind of a little weird, but it's about, you know, connecting to the energy of this month. So somehow, I don't know, this is, it says join. I did join.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. You already, okay. So let's start. So this month, the original name of the month of Aries is called Nisan. Nisan. And the idea of Nisan, if you think about the word Nisan, is a similar word in the ancient Hebrew for the word Nes. Now, the word Nes means miracle. And we need to define the word miracle. I mean, and I don't need to tell you how much we all need miracle right now, from finance, from election, from the universe, the world, Italy, China, London, United States. We all need right now something to happen. So this month, for the name is Nisan, has a hidden word within it called Nes. And Nes means miracle. So how do you define miracle? Is miracle only something that happened out of the ordinary? What is a Nes? So the Kabbalists explain that the word Nes, meaning when you are capable to run away from one negative behavior. Some of us look at ourselves and say, there's nothing negative about me. And we might be right, but gotta be one thing. We're supposed to find like one negative thing that maybe I should stop be doing. And that give room for the miracle. I spoke on Monday and the week before that the one thing that my family and myself found out to be as negative as more than anything, according to the Zohar, is when we are speaking negative about other people. When we speak negative about other people, that's considered one of the most negative things that we can do. And we're all doing it. We're not asking anybody here to be perfect, but to try to do it less, to try to do it less. And when we're doing it in this month, there is more benefit. And from tonight on, as basically the new moon of Aries already began, but tonight, as you're going to see the star already in New York, Miami, you already see the star or Naples, you already see the star already in heaven. So you know that it's perfect right now for you. It's beginning of the month of Nisan, the month of Aries. What makes it so special? Why Why this month more than any other month? There is a combination of how we connect and how we are drawing a tremendous amount of energy that protecting us, that keep us safe, and also give us the all sustenance, the all abundance of the thing that we need. And that combination, it's called the Tetragrammaton, meaning the name of the divine, the name of God in a different combination. People think that God is just God. I mean, people don't investigate so much about that, but there is a meaning to the name of God. It's not just God as G-O-D in English. God has many combinations based on the situation that you can connect to. The combination for this month, it's called the simple combination of Yud-K, Vav-K. That's what it's called in the code of Hebrew. I don't know, Debbie, there is a way that they can see it on the screen?
It's on the file.
Oh, it's on the file, or you have it on your file. So it's the name of God, Yud-K, Vav-K. It's a simple combination. And it's coming from the words, Ismechu hashamayim v'tagel haaretz. May the heaven will be happy, and may the land will dance. So if you take those 4 words, the initial for those 4 words is basically the name of God for this month. Now, why is it so important? Because if you connect to an energy, and you keep praying, and you keep asking, and you keep doing, it's not necessarily will work. And I'm sorry for the bad news. You can connect and pray all day long, but if you don't dial the right number, you're not going to reach the person you want. It's very, very simple. So this month need you to know what is the combination that you can reach to that frequency that called Nes, miracle, Nisan, the month of Aries. It's a combination. It's available. It's accessible. But you need to remember that combination. A second thing you got to remember, what is the angel, and you have it on your file, what is the angel that carry your pray? What is the angel that carry that energy? And of course, as you can see in your file, you have the name of the angel. You know, it's one opinion. There is other opinion that say it's Michael. It's actually the angel Michael. I think we put Urikel. It's either Urikel or Michael. It's both of those angels who are in charge of this month, and they are in charge of mercy. And hopefully we will see mercy from tonight on all over the world. I mean, we really need some mercy out there, you know, with all the chaos and everything that's going on, beside the disease that's going through, and beside the loss of money and loss of hope and fear and a lot of those things. But think about it for a second. We can't give energy to that chaos. You can't. You shouldn't give energy to that type of energy. So what are you supposed to do? You got to change the idea from, instead of fighting with the darkness, is connect to more light. Once you connect to more light, through the angels, through the name we just gave you, and you are making heaven and earth start dancing and singing with you, then things start to change. But what is the number one ingredient when you do so is your belief system. How much you truly believe in yourself, how much you truly believe is possible, how much you truly believe that the universe really loves you and want the best for you. This is something that nobody can give you. Can I give you the ability to have faith? Can I give you the ability to believe? Can I give you the ability to be sure that tomorrow will be a perfect day for you? I can't give it to you. And you cannot buy it in the supermarket. Doesn't matter if you order it. You can order it on Amazon. It's in you. So what is that you got to do to increase more faith, to increase more belief? Otherwise, this month is just going to sit there and look at you and say, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. Please, I want to give you some miracle, but I'm waiting for you to start to believe. To make that point clear, I got to share with you a story from Elisha. There is a story, a wonderful story from the prophet Elisha. I don't know how many of you are familiar with it. Those of you who joined me to Israel, I took you to his burial site in Haifa. He buried under a famous church, Stella Maris, and under the church there is the tomb of Elisha. Elisha the prophet created more miracles than any other human being. And I would like to talk to you about it. The story goes like this. There was a lady by the name of the Shunammite. She couldn't bury a child, couldn't have children. And she went to the prophet and she begged him for a blessing for children. And he said to her, B'shana haba at choveket ben, next year you're going to hug a son. She was extremely happy, extremely excited. And it was so. She gave birth to a boy and she thanked the prophet so much for that. As the boy kept growing, he went to work with his father in the field. It's not like today you have high school, elementary school, and college, and the iPad, and the iPhone, and the TV, and Netflix. It was working in the field, you know, corn or wheat or whatever you're growing. He said to his father, I have a headache. The father said, why don't he tell one of the people? The father was a rich man. So one of the workers said, please take him home. He arrived home. His mother put him on the bed and he died. Totally died. The mother didn't let not either her husband know or anybody know that her son died. Why? Why wouldn't she do that? Her husband see her panic and he asked her, just try to imagine, they have like 3 floors, and the upper floor, that's where her son is, and he's dead. And he see that she's dressing and she's leaving the house. And he's asking her, where are you going? She said, I'm going to talk to the prophet Elisha. He said to her, but it's not Rosh Chodesh. It's not like today it's considered the beginning of the month. Usually when you go to see a holy man, you go to see either Rosh Chodesh or Shabbat. It's a big concept to look at the face of people who teach spirituality, to look at their face either in the beginning of the month or in the weekend or during the holiday. And by looking, you actually clean you. So the husband asked, why are you going? It's not the beginning of the month. She said, I just need to go. She didn't even tell him that his own son died. She brought the prophet Elisha. The prophet Elisha asked one question. Is anybody else know that the kid died? She said, no. He said, then we can do it. He went up and he resurrected a child. The name of that kid became Habakkuk the prophet. Why am I telling you this story? The miracle depends not only on your belief system. The miracle depends on how many people around you believe it's possible. So remember, this month has within it any miracle we all want. But do we have, at least 11 people who can work together on making this miracle happen? Always 11. Remember why 11? People ask me, why am I always talking about 11? 11 people is 1 above 10. And 11 is what the klipot, what the dark side usually want to suck the energy from. That's the number 11. I cannot go into all the details. So when we are having 11 people meditating together to remove chaos and inject positive energy into this month specifically, like I have all of you, and I hope your belief system is going up and up in every second I talk, to understand we don't want to fight darkness. We want simple to inject more light. That's what this month is about. Nisan, Aries. That's why people who are born in this month, Aries, they are unbelievable. If you never go out with Aries, you never go out at all. You have to remember that. Those of you who never have been with Aries and, dance or party or sing or enjoy, you don't know how to enjoy life until you meet an Aries. Once you meet an Aries, they will teach you a lot about excitement and enthusiasm and let's make a difference. It might not last very long, but the beginning is unbelievable. For that reason, this month in Kabbalah consider the number 1 month. It's not considered number 2. The beginning of the year, according to the Kabbalah, start tonight. But what kind of month is that if normally Kabbalists celebrate a holiday they call Rosh Hashanah? Rosh Hashanah is the new year. And the new year happening in Judaism in the 7th month. It doesn't happen in the 1st month. 1st month is tonight. Rosh Hashanah is tonight actually. So why they celebrate it 7 months later? Tell us the Talmud, which was written 2,000 years ago. Tonight is Rosh Hashanah for kings and queens. Rosh Hashanah, if you want to celebrate a regular Rosh Hashanah, you celebrate in 7 months from now. But if you want to celebrate like a kings and queen, tonight. What is kings and queen? And this is where the tricks, my friend. Tonight, you have to feel as queen, as a king. Very difficult. You know, I was singing in my office right now, listening to music, and my wife passed by and she see me crying. She said, why are you crying? You know, I get emotional when I listen to music. I say, I'm just reading about kings and queens. And it say that this month will serve people everything they need, health, money, whatever they want, for the whole year, if they feel as kings and queens. And I said to her, it's 1 hour before sunset, and I'm not sure I feel like a king yet. I gotta push myself to feel like king. I gotta push myself more and more. And then as I'm reading the book, you know, it took me about half an hour to get out of that. Those of you who know water sign, if you're not a water sign, you don't know what it means. We cry about everything, you know. Doesn't matter what's going on, we will cry. You know, cartoon, commercial, it's a mood things. Very hard to explain why. You know, it's just like that. The idea of being able to become a king, tell us the Zohar, that you have to make sure that your mind, which called in Hebrew moach, mem, your heart, which called in Hebrew lev, L-E-V, and then kaved, which is liver, are in order. First the mind, then the heart, then the liver. The liver represents lust and desire. The heart represents feeling. The brain represents mind, thought. If you want to become like queen and king, you have to let the consciousness first in these months. You have to make sure that your mind is leading you into places where you want it to go. You can't say, I don't want Corona. You can't say, I don't want to lose my job. You can't say, I don't want to have less money this year. You can't talk like that. You have to say, I want all the money. I want to be as healthy as possible. I want to have as much fun. You got to be busy with these months, with all the greatness that you want. But you can't talk, especially tonight. You can't talk about negativity that you want to overcome. Otherwise, you're no longer kings and queens. And in the book of Bnei Yisachar, which was around 270 years ago, he writes, what is the power of kings and queens? In the words, the way they speak. Kings and queens don't need to do anything. They just need to say and it happen. They just need to say and it happen. Watch what you're saying in these months. How you speaking to one another. You know, what you exactly saying. Are you busy with why the bad thing didn't leave you? Or are you busy with, I'm drawing the all positive energy into my life? This is what this month is about. Now, why? Again, we still have to ask why. In the file we send you, we have two letters that control this month. One is Dalet, one is A. The letter A represents the letter that created the month of Aries. Now, because this letter created the month of Aries, the letter A in charge of talking. If you take the holiday that happened in this month is Pesach. What is Pesach? Pe in Hebrew means mouth. Sach means talk. Pesach, that mouth, that talk. So the entire month is teaching us in an incredible way that if we will be able, once we will be able, not if, once we will be able to control how am I speaking about myself, not how I'm speaking just about others. Am I king? Am I absolutely know that good days are coming? Am I absolutely say that's what's going to happen? Then those words have power in this month more than any other month. Now, how that not going to get you excited? How that not going to get you, I mean, we're not allowed to go here in LA into the street, but I'm going out of the balcony. My kids think I'm weird, and from time to time I'm screaming, anybody for meditation? Because sometimes it's work. You know, last time I did it, few people came from the window, and we did some prayer and meditation together. Beautiful. I'm going to do the same time tonight, 7:30. After this lecture, I'm going to scream and yell if anybody want to join me. Okay? And we're going to do the same thing tomorrow morning with my children. We're going out, we put on the table the Torah, and we scream, hey, anybody want to join us? And last weekend, people joined us, actually. They joined from the window. It was the most beautiful thing I ever seen. You know, and when they pass by the house, they say, by the way, thank you for the weekend. Why am I telling you this? Don't wait for something good to knock on your door. Don't wait for a good thought to hit your mind. Don't wait for a good idea to somehow find you. Scream the great idea. Say good things about yourself. This is the month. This is the month of celebration. Now, the name of the month, as the Kabbalists look into it, is the month of Aviv, the month of the spring. What does that mean, month of the spring? We don't call Libra the month of the winter. Why we call it month of the spring? It's a code. And the code means Av Yud Bet. Av, A-V, mean father. I'm sorry, mother. It's called father. Yud Bet mean 12. So it's Av Yud Bet, the father of the 12 months to come. Within this month, you have 12 days condensed within this month that will define what's going to happen in the next 12 months. Every day of the first 12 days of the spring, the first 12 days of Aries, will define what's going to happen to you in the next 12 months of the year. Meaning, from tonight is in charge of the all 30 days of Aries. Tomorrow night will be in charge of all the 30 days of Taurus. Then, in 2 days, 2 nights from now, it will be in charge of all the 30 days of Gemini. So you have 12 days that you're supposed to focus and do a lot of things. Now, I always tell people, you know, in the month of Aries, when they talk to people in the house, normally we're not like that, locked in the house, but when it's normal situation, I always tell a husband and wife, just don't talk to each other during these 12 days. And say, what do you mean? I said, just don't talk. 12 days, nothing. Say nothing. Now, I will tell you, because of a certain situation right now, I will double it up, you know, hide for 12 days. And my wife have tradition with me for many years. She buy me gift, usually every day. She come with a little flower, a little letters. So we start the day with this. I give her something, she give me something, and then we talk about the gift. So we try not to have an argument about silly things. But remember, the Dark Lord is after us in this month to create fight that has to do with words. So when you are talking, just be careful what words you're using. It's better to shut up for 12 days because your ear depends on those days. So don't let just words come out by itself. Now, so as we spoke before that everything is in the talk, what else in this month? So I would like to read directly from Bnei Yisachar. You know, it's a section that I love to read always in Hebrew, so we get the energy. And it's go like that. Sefer Yetzirah, a book of formation, was written by Abraham 3,950 years ago. Sefer Yetzirah, in the book of formation, everything is corresponding to everything. Imlich ot A besicha, God crowned the letter A with conversation. V'kashar lo keter, and he put a beautiful crown, and he put the letter A with a crown, and he created with this Aries, and the right leg within the body. What does that have to do with conversation and the right leg? Why is that? So tell us Sefer Yetzirah, the oldest book of Kabbalah, the right leg is coming from another meaning for the word Pesach, or Pascha. Pesach means either Pesach, the mouth, the talk, but also Pasach, meaning skip over. You're skipping. Now, why do we have to think about skipping? If we go back to the famous story of Egypt in the Bible, you know what happened the night before Passover. It was the last plagues. We know it was 10 plagues, and the last plagues took place just before Passover. Everybody had to be hiding home, and they put a sign on the door, look like mezuzah, because the word mezuzot, by the way, the side of your door in Hebrew called mezuzot. That's what it's called. And then the scroll you put on the door called mezuzah. But those side in Old Hebrew called mezuzot. If you take the word mezuzot in Hebrew and you divide them to two words, you can have zaz, mavet. The death will go away. Zaz, mavet. So mezuzot stand for zaz, mavet. The death will go away. The death will go away. Okay? The death will go away, and that's what's going to happen with your mind, with your words, with your consciousness. Remember, the world needs you right now. The world needs your mind. The world needs your lips. The world needs your tongue, the way you talk about it. Whatever you decide doing is in your hand. There is no more priest or rabbi or leader or guru. It's all of us are equal. We are simple people. The reason I'm giving a lecture because I'm 1 hour before you reading that section. And I happen to read Hebrew. That's it. It doesn't make me special. I'm just one soul with you, and all of us together will make a difference. There's no special thing here. It's just to understand that all of us as a group, and all of us are teachers, all of us are spiritual leaders. And through that, we're going to make a difference in the world. So when we talk about skip over, the angel of death skip over the house of the Israelite in Egypt. And why? Why? I mean, you want to tell me that everybody was perfect at that time? You know, sometimes we're looking in ourselves and say, I said, I'm trying to become better. You know, if you talk to Aries, they never try to get better. They go full force forward. It's unbelievable. When you work with Aries, they are, if you ever have a person who's Aries who try to sell, there is no closed door. They're going to break the door and go in. That's unbelievable energy they have. They excite me. They give me rejuvenation. They give me certainty more. It's fun to be around Aries. So Pesach meaning that even if we don't deserve it this once, the negativity will skip over us. It's not going to touch us. Exactly what happened in Egypt will happen to us. So just think about it, that we are in a time that it can turn to become the best time of our life if we learn to do it with our mind and lips. Can't do action right now. The universe is closing us from doing action. There's no hug or kiss and shaking hand. There is mind, talk, mind, talk. Exactly the month of Aries, exactly the month of Nisan, showing you that if you want to create a miracle in area of business, in the area of health, in the area of love, this is the time. This is the time it's happening, because you become kings and queens tonight. Announce yourself as kings and queens. I want to see it. I want to hear about it. That you are dancing in front of your Facebook page, put some crown and say, I am a queen, I am a king, with no shame. If you worry about your ego, let me tell you something. Just because you're not doing it, you think you don't have ego? What kind of nonsense is that? I mean, there is some people out there who think, listen, I'm going to be humble. Just because you say I'm going to be humble, that's the ego. That's the ego. The ego is no longer the way it used to be years ago. The ego right now is tricky. The ego wants you to be humble. The ego wants you to be humble, so you can never win. And when you're humble, you have ego for being humble. That's the joke of the ego. So let me give you advice. Have some ego, the ego that you were staying away from. I'm the king, I'm the queen. It doesn't mean I'm the king and queen sit on the chair. Now do something about it. You are the leader. Call your friend. Do meditation with them. Keep them motivated. Tell them some good words. You know, put the crown on their head. A true king, a true queen. Give birth to a true kings and queen. This is very, very important to understand. If you are kings and queen, the way you test it is who beside you become kings and queen. This is how you know you're doing the right job. So I'm continue. In the month of Nisan, there is a gate in heaven that open, and it's called the gate of mercy. The gate of mercy is open for all human beings, wherever you are. 7.2 billion people are looking for answer, looking for direction. People need to know. Please pass on the message that the gate of mercy is open. And the gate of mercy is open to people who truly believe that they deserve for those gates to be open. If you, for some reason, feel that you don't deserve to be redeemed, you don't deserve to get health, you don't deserve to get the money, you don't deserve, then I know that some religious people teach us that if you feel humble and you don't deserve, you're going to get it. I'm sorry for the bad news, it doesn't work like that. It's written in the book of the Talmud, En arur midabek bebaruch, meaning when a person feels he doesn't deserve it, then God is sitting next to that person and say, okay, I'm going to wait until you feel comfortable with the way that you deserve it. If you don't feel you deserve it, then I'm so sorry to tell you that I'm going to be there waiting for you to say, I deserve it. So if you want to know how to get to a place when you deserve it, you got to meet an Aries. Those of you who never meet an Aries before, it's time. It's time to meet an Aries. You know, Aries is a people that when they are, the reason I want to see all the people, make sure that I see all of them and I say hello in this month. Aries is people who rejuvenate you. Aries bring with them life, love, excitement. Yes, we all know that Aries sometimes have ego, sometimes they're busy with themselves, but who's not? Who's not? Am I not busy with myself? Do you know any sign who's not busy with himself? So somehow Aries has a kind of a bad ego connotation, but my friend, we need Aries right now. We need the energy of Aries. We need people to put the crown on their head. We need you. We need you all to become Aries for 1 month. All of us become Aries this month. This is the month you become kings and queens. This is the month that you feel that you deserve the health, that you deserve the money. This is the month that you dance on your Facebook and say to people, I'm here to elevate you. Try to imagine that there is 2,000 people who are positive and they have ego. They all think they are there to save the world. Next to them, there is 10,000 people who are sad and miserable. What do you want the 2,000 people to do? To feel, I'm not sure I deserve yet to save those 10,000 people from sadness. You know what's going to happen? Then we're going to have 12,000 people miserable. Take on yourself this responsibility tonight. Take on yourself this responsibility to skip over your negativity. Don't judge yourself too much this month. Don't look what's wrong with you this month. It will be a time, I will tell you when it's time to judge yourself. Not in this 12th day. You are kings and queens. You are kings and queens. That's how you got to look at yourself. Now, with the kings and queen will do such a mistake that you are about to do, don't try to fix yourself right now. That's not the time. When you're about to do something wrong, when you're about to speak not nice to someone, ask yourself, I'm the king. I'm the queen. Why would I say such a thing? I'm the rulers. A ruler is not afraid of somebody else taking advantage of them and take control or take their throne away from them. They're the king, they're the queen. Nobody can take this away from you in this month. And then you can get out of Egypt. So the story of Egypt is not something that happened in the historical event. It's actually happening every year from tonight on. And everybody asks, why the Talmud call the beginning of the month of Aries the most important and powerful day? It should say Passover, the Seder night. It should be the most important, because they explain that the beginning of this month is for special people. Is if people willing to be kings and queens, then you can enjoy from tonight on. But if you're not, you have to wait 14 nights from tonight until you can enjoy what we call Rosh Hashanah regular way on the night of the Seder. So what we learn from that tonight, more than any other night, you announce yourself as a king and queen. Now, what if somebody don't respect you? If people not respecting you, my friend, as a kings and queen, are you upset about it? If you're upset about it, you're not yet kings and queen. Kings and queen know the kings and queen. So if somebody for some reason look at me in the wrong way, they don't get it yet. It's okay. They will. And when they will announce themselves as king and queen. And then step by step, we all kings and queen. You cannot redeem somebody until they feel worthy of being redeemed. It's written in the Talmud, En asir motzi et atzmo mibet ha'asurim. A prisoner cannot release himself from prison. A prisoner cannot release himself from prison. He needs somebody else to open the door and let him out. What does that mean, said the Talmud? If you feel like a prisoner, if you feel you're not worthy enough for all the goodness that the Creator want to give you, the Creator cannot help you. He's waiting for you first to feel worthy, and then He will open the door. If you know, those of you who read the Agada on the night of the Seder, there is a book that's called the Agada. In the Agada, they talk about 4 sons. One of the sons is wise, one of the sons is wicked. One of the sons is basically, it's called Tam. Tam meaning, it's a many meaning. Tam meaning complete or naive. And then one son that a lot of people skip over that, it's called She'eno Yodea Lish'ol. Somebody who doesn't know even how to communicate. Somebody who doesn't even know how to ask questions. And the 4th son represent the 4 type of people exist in the world. But what does that mean, somebody who doesn't even know how to ask? And what is the answer for him? And the Agada say, At ptaklo. You should open the door for him. There is people out there, my friend, they don't even know where to start. They don't even know what is the direction to happiness. What is the direction to become kings and queens? What is the direction for a better life? What is it Agada say? At ptaklo. You open the door. We need to create an opening for people who are not yet grasping the idea of redemption. Because redemption happens to people who believe that they can be redeemed. The divine eventually will redeem us from all this chaos we're going through. There's no doubts about it. No doubts. Not even a single doubt about it. The point is, do we feel right now, am I feeling right now ready to be redeemed? Am I feeling this second that, yes, I have issue, yes, somebody have jealousy, somebody have anger, somebody have addiction, somebody have whatever it is. But do you believe that the divine want to redeem you 100%? Want to redeem you. There's nothing more joy for the divine to get us out of problem. But we need to feel. We need to feel. We need to know. We need to speak like it's about to happen. It's just about to happen. You know, there is somebody called me today about asking me about the Messiah. Everybody start to become a believer in the Messiah. Messiah. So, and those of me who know me, you know, when you ask me something, I will tell you the truth. Like I was invited to a radio show about love. And my son heard me talking on the radio, so he heard me saying it, and he said, yeah, why would you have to answer like that? But that's you. So she asked me, is love the not most important thing in life? And I say, well, I'm not sure it is, because I know my friend who said, I love fish, and that's why I killed them. So I'm not sure if that's love is the most important. So when somebody called me today and said to me, I think this is the Messiah, soon we're going to see the white donkey, and they were so excited. And I can just let them be excited with them. They will think I'm their friend and everything is okay, and then perfect. No. I say, no, it doesn't work like that. So they ask me, so what is the Messiah? So Messiah means, it's in Isaiah. The one place Messiah has been mentioned in the book of Yeshayahu, in the book of Isaiah. It says that Yavo al Chamor Lavan, he will be a poor that riding on a white donkey. That's a description. Everybody start looking for something physical. In Brooklyn, somebody went with a shofar, with a horn, and they get a white donkey behind him, and he wear a talit, if you know what a talit is, and they were walking around, and the white donkey. In Jerusalem, people start walking with white donkey. In some of my neighborhood here, believe the Messiah is already here. It's all beautiful. But it's not the physical thing, my friend, and I'm sorry to get the excitement a little bit out of you. Chamor, which means donkey. Chamor, meaning the same letter as chomer. Chomer means materialism or physicality. When it says when the Messiah will come, we will ride on a white donkey, as Isaiah say, meaning I will ride on the chomriyut. I will ride on the physicality. Messiah is a consciousness. It's not just appear as a physical thing. So what is it treated about the Messiah? When we, you and me, will start to understand that our mind is stronger than our body, that's a Messiah consciousness. And when that happens, that's first for us, and then it will happen collectively. After that takes place, we all go to Jerusalem. You know, are you ready to get a text message from the Messiah and say, leave all your domain, all your money, all your fancy clothes and jewelry, and let it go, the physicality, and go on the first airplane. Don't worry, we're going to meet you all in Jerusalem. I'm not sure how many of us will say, listen, Eliyahu, I have a schedule, I have an appointment tomorrow, and all this, right? And the idea, when we arrive to Jerusalem, what's going to happen? So the Talmud tells us the story like that. We're going to arrive to Jerusalem. The Messiah will stand on the Wailing Wall, those of you who have been there in Jerusalem, and he will say those words exactly. Anavim, anavim, humble people, Igi Azman, the time arrived. It is the time. You're all here, it is the time. And then he will say that weird verse. If you don't believe me that it is the time and this is me, Re'u et ori asher zarach. Please look behind me and see the light above my head that is shining. That's what the Talmud writes about Messiah. So from here we learn that in this month, of course there is a possibility for Messiah consciousness. Is the easiest month to bring the Messiah consciousness. Is the easiest month to penetrate into positive event. But it depends on our mind and our lips. You can't look down on yourself now. This is not the time. It will be a time for it. I will let you know when. Not now. This is not now. The entire month of Nisan, you can crush yourself. When the month of Iyar, the month of Taurus come, I will give you different instruction. But for now, the month of Aries, you are kings and queens. Especially tonight. Especially tonight. So, I would like to read another section. Let me see the time. How much time I have? Just 1 hour, right? So I have to do it quickly. Yeah. We know that it was 4 famous exiles in the Bible. Basically Egypt, and within Egypt is Rome, then Babylonia, Greek, and Madai. Madai is our Galut, it's called the Edom. We are now in exile, the last exile. And the idea is, what do we learn from that? What is exile exactly? Exile means when I'm far away from the truth, when I'm far away from the greatness of what it meant to happen to me. Which means if my full potential is all the money in the world, all the happiness, all the power, like I write in my book, The Laughing Billionaire, very simple. You know, if you go stage by stage and you do it and you practice that, your life absolutely gets better. This is not even a question. So as I write in chapter 2 of my book, forgive. You gotta forgive. Why? Because otherwise you don't move on. So what does it say here in Bnei Yissaschar? Even if your mind and lips change, even if you deserve to be judged, even if you deserve to have a tough time, all this will turn into chesed, will turn into mercy. Can you imagine? And it's coming from the pasuk El Narefan Allah. There is a verse that say, please God cure her, meaning Moses prayed for his sister Miriam after she had the leprosy. So the whole idea of this month is to have that understanding that you will be redeemed from all your problem if you believe that there is a force that will redeem you. If you try to work on yourself and you try to remove jealousy and anger and all this and that, I mean, very nice. I mean, it's good self-help workshop kind of a thing, but it's not going to work in this month. In this month, you have to connect to the divine. You have to believe. Whatever spiritual thing you're doing, you have to stop and say, Master of the world, I'm doing this spiritual thing. Make me more a believer in the force of the Creator. And by that you believe that there is a Creator that will redeem you, להורות לנו הפטרה, אפילו חס ושלום לא נהיו הם ראויים לגאולה. Even if God forbid, you feel you don't deserve to be redeemed, על פי הדין הנה הדין יתהפך לחסד. Everything will be changed to mercy. That's how you need to feel. Now, you tell me, my friend, wouldn't you be dance? Wouldn't you be dance if you know that from the law point of view, you deserve 0, but the Creator will skip over, Pesach, skip over the negativity to redeem you. Now, how can you not be excited? How can you not dance? How can you not be happy? This is unbelievable months happening to us. How can we not post on our video, on your Instagram tonight, some of you dance and stop being ashamed? Do I look okay with this dress? Do I look okay with these pants? Enough with that. Dance like a king and queen, because the world out there need us. They need some dance. They need some happy song. They need a lot of good things. It's written here in this book, what's written 300 years ago. It's based on book 4,000 years ago, that all judgment will turn into mercy if we're busy with mercy, if we're busy with excitement, if we're busy with all of that גאולה. It's written. כי כן הוא עמידה בלימוד קל וחומר. על כן אנחנו עושים הסכר הזה בכוסות. כוס בגימטריה אלוקים. And that's why it says that on the night of the Seder we have 4 cups of wine. What does cup of wine mean? The word cup in Hebrew represents judgment. Represent judgment. Why we have to bring judgment? The idea is that we take in the judgment on Passover and we turn it into mercy. Like this entire day today and the entire month of Aries, that we take every part of the judgment and we turn it into mercy. So you dance every hour you have, every moment you have. You go into the kitchen, make sure people see you go into the kitchen and dance like crazy. And sing to them and tell them to believe in themselves. And tell them you are kings and queen. If you have kids, talk to your kids and say you are kings and queen, you. Don't be afraid to take advantage of you. Stop with that. Not in this month. The old kings and queen. What happened if they have ego? What happened with the bread of shame? Enough with the bread of shame. Like if you don't give them, they don't have bread of shame. If you don't give them ego, they don't have ego. The ego will sneak in no matter what. No matter what you do, the ego will sneak in. Doesn't matter what you do. So at least have it right. Have it right. You know, have it right. You know, people sometimes will try to start diet. I always warn them not to be next to me. And they say, why? I say, well, if you see me eating, you will never do a diet again. Ever. Never. I say, I eat with some noise. I eat the food. I enjoy when I eat my creme brulee, or those of you who ever ate in your life something called tiramisu, not a fake, like real. I don't think most of you never ate a real tiramisu from real Italian chef, when you have to eat it with a spoon, you know. And when I eat my tiramisu and I'm putting it there like a 5 years old, I'm telling you, your diet is over, you know. I want this month to be like that for you. You know, not from the food point of view, from the point of excitement about kings and queen. You know, you gotta feel you deserve it, because the divine waiting for one thing. Please feel you deserve to be healthy. Please feel you deserve to have money. Now, what type of miracle you're supposed to expect this month? The book said, Nisim Gluim, revealed miracle. Not small miracle, big miracle, revealed miracle. From tonight on, we are celebrating the miracle of finding a health solution for the world, a physical health solution, a physical business solution, a solution for people being more happy and less depressed. We're talking about big solution. It's bigger than us. We create vessels right now to be friends with each other. You know, we've been distant from each other for a while right now. But we've been distant before, let's be honest. We've been distant from each other anyway. But right now we've been forced to be distant. But the spirit of a human being is the most beautiful thing. You know why? Because that's the divine in you. Your spirit is the most beautiful thing. Nobody can take that away from you. Allow that spirit to come out as much as you can. As much as you can. Of course, keep yourself in distance from other until whatever it is there will go away. But I believe, they call the disease, I don't like to say the name, corona. And in Hebrew, the word kor means freezing. Freezing. And na mean please. Please be freezing. I know that the meaning in Spanish, Latin, it's mean crown and all this and that. But the idea, if you think about it, when this will be over soon, because of our energy of happiness and kings and crown, kings and queen, promise yourself something you're going to do. Who you're going to dance with. In one public place you're going to dance. Choose the place now, today. Make sure you write down what is the physical place you're going to dance publicly. Okay? You're going to dance publicly. I want you to hold my words for that. When all this gone and done, Debbie and me, those of you who know LA, will dance across from, forget the name of this hotel. I don't remember the name. But there is a restaurant called, it's an Austrian name. Forgot the name. What's the name of this German Austrian restaurant? Shame on me. You know what I'm talking about? It's either on Rodeo or on Canon. It's on Canon. But somewhere there, those of you who don't know LA, I cannot describe it to you. It's a famous chef. So hopefully we're going to dance there. You don't remember? Yeah, Spago. But what's the name of the chef? Wolfgang Pack. It's called Spago. So you come and dance with us there, and we're gonna dance from happiness, show the world with camera. Bli neder, I'm saying bli neder without, so I will not forget it. Anyway, what I would like to do right now is a little ceremony. I know it's look a bit primitive, okay? So what I have here, either semolina or flour mixed with dates, roasted almond, a little candy to make it beautiful. And I'm going to pour, by the way, the herbs are a little sugar, olive oil, cumin, and caraway. I don't know if you know what caraway is. It's a little herbs that make things taste a little bit Italian. And the reason it tastes like Italian because this tradition comes from North Africa. It was tradition of my grandfather, my great-grandfather. All of them come from a tradition of mystical people who use a lot of mystic to remove disease, to remove problem, and to remove a lot of other issue. So you're going to see me now. I don't know if you can see me in the camera. I'm going to open the olive oil, and olive represent basically nourishment and abundance. And I'm doing it for all of you. So if you don't have it, don't worry about it. If we want, we can send you to ingredient with pleasure. And put cumin a little bit, and I'm going to mix it. Usually, every year, I'm eating it with the key. Debbie don't allow me this year to eat it with the key. And I'm going to say the prayer to you that I have it in English. Did you send it to them in English as well? So there is a prayer that we're saying about sustenance. And I'm going to read it first in Arabic and also in, let me just find it from Debbie Lech. It's almost, I was talking to too many people, so I don't have it in the Arabic language. Oh, you have it. So I will first say it in Arabic for you. The tradition is from North Africa. Ya Fatah bila maftaha, meaning the one who open without keys. Ya Atai bila manaw, the one who give with no expectation. Arzukana urzak, tarzukana utrzak. Minna, meaning master of the world, give us power and give us so we can give to other. Urzak la'abid lekulanna, and give us because we believe it's possible. Akbal de'ir ked min sana kalihi, meaning better than we should receive better than that this year will be better than last year. Okay, I think you have it there. And I'm going to do now the blessing for all of you. And hopefully you can meditate with me. If you don't have it at home, it's not a problem. I didn't even know if I'm going to do it tonight. So Debbie said maybe we should do it for everybody so everybody will enjoy that. So what's the purpose of it? Where does it come from? The tradition comes that tonight they build the tabernacle. They were building it for a long time, but they never took the tabernacle and built it. So what happened, it's the cement that put the tabernacle together. It looked like cement. I don't know if you saw it. I don't want to... Can you see it? It do look like cement. You see that? So I'm going to do a blessing. Okay? ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו לכולם בורא מיני מזונות. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו לכולם בורא פרס. Actually, it tastes good. Can I open it for question?
Sure. Anyone has questions?
If you have question, I will be happy to hear. How they unmute us?
Unmute themselves.
Oh, you can unmute yourself and ask, and like this we can have a conversation. You see, you already break the diet. You just see me eating. See that?
I can unmute them.
Yeah. Rhonda here, Jennifer is here. Wow. And then I see so many people. When I flip at it, and Michael is here. Baruch Hashem. What a month it's going to be. What a month. So go ahead, talk to me. If there is any question or something that you needed to be more clear, I would like to help you. Hi, Louisa. Are you in Australia? Louisa, are you in Australia?
No, they cancelled the flights and shut the borders, so I can't leave. I had a flight for tomorrow night, but I have to stay.
I'm sorry to hear that. Only blessing, Queen. My Queen Louisa. Only blessing. My Queen Louisa. You are a queen. You are a queen. You are queen and kings. Don't forget, you are queen. Yes. Yes, talk to me. Has any question or any clarification on any subject, please. No? So let me wish you a Chodesh Tov, months of Aviv, months of Nisan, months of kings and queen. Wonderful. I'm sorry, where did the question come from?
Yes, I'd like to know if you can say something about Vayikra.
About what?
About the parasha of this week, please.
No, I can't. I say it on Monday. I'm so sorry. Don't take it personally. I know you're still a queen, so you're not going to take it personally.
Okay.
Any question about what I say, I would like to help with that, with pleasure. Alrighty. Then I want to wish you a wonderful...
So,
yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
So,
who is it? I don't see where the words come from.
The letter N.
Can you show yourself? I don't see you.
Wait. Here. Hi there.
Yeah.
So my question is, hello?
Oh, here you are. Nestor Kazana, how are you doing?
Yeah.
King Nestor.
Hi.
Nice to meet you, Kings.
Thank you. So my question is, how can we help others to believe in themselves to become queens or kings?
Wonderful. This is a great first. I love this question. The idea is like that. If you know the person personally, you got to look into the person of one good things that they have. One. It's got to be one good thing they have and one good thing they have. And keep repeating to them that this is the greatest thing and keep complimenting them on this thing. Again and again and again. You know, I have to tell you, those of you who know me, I have good side, but not all me is good. There is a side of me that is not the greatest. You know, so being Israeli, being Scorpio, you know, sometimes I forget that I'm the king, you know. So, but I marry a wife who found one good things about me, then a second, then a third, then a fourth, and she keep telling me, and then I start to believe that within me there is a good. So if you know somebody who's close to you, focus on the one good thing in this month, and just tell them, wow, I'm incredibly touched by that. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. And I tell you a story, personal story. My wife liked to bake bread. But when I met my wife, she wasn't into the kitchen at all. So it wasn't her area. Kitchen was not where she good at. So she baked a bread, and it was just us. We didn't have kids. And we were living in Queens in a very small apartment. We were sharing an apartment with somebody else. And I remember that Shabbat, I'm trying to cut the bread. As I'm trying to cut the bread, it was so hard that the handle of the bread came out. I don't know if you understand how bad it is. Like I put it and I leave with the handle. So, and it's the beginning of the marriage. So you gotta find something positive about it. You gotta find something that will work, because that was the first month of the marriage. So you gotta come up with idea. And I say, I came up with something, I said, wow. And I said, wow, even those knife, I mean, something with the knife, I mean, the knife want to love the bread so much that they want to get married like us, honey. And we start laughing about it. You got to find one good things about that person. And from that point, it's called nekuda emtzait. Middle point, in Kabbalah it's called the middle point, the nekuda emtzait. From that nekuda, you're climbing into more and more and more. Got to find this one good thing. Okay, so one good thing. I hope it help you, King Nestor.
So someone asked, should we avoid having work-related meetings?
What?
Should we avoid having work-related meetings till after the
אני לא שומע, I'm sorry.
Should we avoid...
לבוא לפה, שנשמעו אותה. One second, Debbie has a question.
It's on the chat.
No, if you, no, Deb, come here and ask me the question. I'm sorry, I don't.
Should we avoid having meetings during the 12 days?
No, why should you avoid? I mean, kings and queen? I mean, if you sitting on your throne and people come to see you for the meeting, why not? Or if you go as kings and queen, why not? I mean, this is the best time to have meeting there in the 12 days. It's beautiful 12 days. But I'm saying for the people who are close to you, you got to be careful. People who are close to us, unfortunately, it can create a little issue, a little intensity. Why? Because we are now in a time that it's intense, it's strong, it's the month of Aries. But this is the best time to sign deal. This is the best time to do a lot of great things. This is the time. This is your time to shine and rise. Of course. Of course. Any more question about this month of Aries? Wonderful. It's so wonderful to see all of you like that. And you can always see that this lecture in Vital Transformation .org. Tomorrow you can join. They can join tomorrow, or it's a personal. They can listen to the radio show tomorrow.
Sure, it's on Facebook already.
Oh, tomorrow I have a radio show.
It's on our Facebook.
You can join. You go on my Facebook page. You can join the radio show to listen. It's live. We have few radio show every day now. People are at home, so why not to listen? Something's about love. Today I had the radio show, but it wasn't live, so it will be broadcast May 1st. And it's just a wonderful, wonderful blessing that want to come to us. Please be open to receive the blessing of the Creator, because the blessing of the Creator is there for you. I see Marty Soroka. Is this the Marty Soroka from Boca that I know? Oh, God bless you, Marty. Queen Marty Soroka. Wow, God bless you. Okay, all of the beautiful people, thank you so much. Chodesh Tov to you too, King Joat Paulo Miranda. Thank you, thank you. And I will end up the show right now. If you have more questions, don't be shy to send me your question, and we'll be the best we can to help and to be there for you. Don't forget, if you're already reading my book, don't read the book too fast. Read it chapter by chapter. Please, please don't read it too fast. And King Daniel Zinker, happy birthday. I know it's your birthday and you are in Miami now. And God bless you, Daniel Zinker. Happy birthday for all the Aries. And may the Aries teach us how to be kings and queens. What? And Jen Pinto. And Jen Pinto, God bless you, you Aries. You are example. May we all learn to run like Jen Pinto as she runs every day. God bless you. All right. All the best to the kings and queens. All the best.